Man, it's insane that the chopper event brought in that many zombies. Around 200 to be exact. But after a few days of fighting, we are now free from that curse, which means I can finally get back to what matters. Foraging. Lots and lots of foraging. Anyways, welcome back to the Trailer Park Challenge. Chester has survived 9 days, 6 hours, and we have killed 252 zombies. The only problem is that we're both depressed and hungry. So how about we go change that by cooking up a nice stir fry and doing one round across the trailer park. Oh man, there's so many damn corpses now. But I don't really care about those right now because at the end of the day, even if I neglect to dispose of them properly, nature will do the job for me. So really, all I have to focus on is a nice stir fry. Aw man, can't you just smell it in the air? We've made ourselves a mushroom, vegetable, and steak stir fry, which should both cure our hunger and our depression all in one go. I really underestimated how powerful a good meal can be. Now, I don't think it's gonna make us gain weight, but that's fine because I need to lose weight. But bam! We solved everything and got a positive moodle on top of it. Now that we're done with that, we can go do our normal rounds. So let's see what we got. We have a stone, a engineer magazine just chilling here already, newspapers, another metalworking magazine, some twigs, a single nail, bottles, chipped stones, and a couple of idiots that did not get the message that the rest of their friends were already dead. Now, I will say we're about halfway done with our foraging, and it is getting pretty late, so much so that it might start to affect our foraging. So what I'm gonna do for the rest of our run here is equip this flashlight as a secondary and turn that on while I am foraging around. If you guys didn't know, the light negates any penalties that the darkness would bring. I don't know if it gives me a better chance of finding stuff, but being able to negate a lot of the darkness penalties is gonna be huge for me, especially when I'm fishing for gold. Oh, come on, game. You know you want to give me the big one. The big slice of fried gold. Where is it? Well, alright. It isn't gold, but it is a good sign for the future as I can use that to collect even more water. That's one extra empty paint bucket, 6 nails from the fences that got destroyed, another couple zombies, crayons, a hunting magazine, some kitchen tongs, and lastly, a singular stone. Overall, I would say today is a massive success. While we didn't get anything too crazy in terms of loot, getting 3 separate skill magazines right off of one day is freaking huge, and I can't wait to see if I can actually find the generator magazine. I doubt I'll ever find a generator out here, but, you know, it's nice to have a little bit of wishful thinking. Anyways, I will see all of you in the morning, and when I wake up, I can tell you what we're going to be doing for the next little bit of time. Which is right now, thanks to the power of editing. Now, I will say that big chopper event was a bit of a wake-up call for me to start to worry about my base defenses. Because if you look around, I don't have any at all. Which is a problem because 1, we don't have a good hammer, and 2, we don't have the nails or resources to barricade these damn things. So what I'm gonna be looking out for these next few foraging runs are chipped stones, tree branches, and anything I can use my axes on, as I want to start to chop down some of the nearby trees here so I can start to build out a log wall. If you guys didn't know, you don't need nails in order to create log walls. All you need are ripped sheets, and thankfully we have a bunch of free receptacles for ripped sheets. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today, just picking up any trash I see while ripping up all of the clothing on these dead zombies. Though I am going to save the dead zombies for later, as I can do that literally whenever, and I want to instead look through the trash, I'll tell you if I find anything cool. I will also be picking up any glasses and or clothing that gives me a false positive. So let's see what we have in the trash, and we'll work from there. We have a paperclip, a dog chew toy, another metalworking magazine, extra tree branches, more stones, a West Point map, a third garbage bag, and a broken bottle. Every day, I just get more and more surprised. While this kind of seems like a junk right now, getting an extra garbage bag is huge for me because that means I'm one away from being able to collect rainwater in a more efficient manner. Also, getting 4 magazines so far this episode is huge, and I am starting to fill up our inventory with a lot more heavily weighted stuff like the 3 tree branches and all of the stones around the area. We haven't been finding much in food, but I really have no worries about that right now as we got a bunch stockpiled up. Overall, it's been going well, and it's only gonna get better. Look at that, even more lemongrass. By the way, our foraging range is absolutely huge, so I can see everything around the area. Not the zombie, though. Somehow, someway, she is still pretty stealthy. And as stealthy as zombies can be, they will never interrupt my foraging. We got a book, another map, a tumbler, and it seems like that's it for trash in the trailer park. Other than that single plunger, which I don't really care about. Overall, I think we got more branches and stones than actual trash, but we did get a nice tote bag, which would be perfect, and more importantly, we got an extra garbage bag. One more lucky pull and I will have myself my first water collector. But now that we have the fun part out of the way, searching through the trash, it's time for us to begin the grind set of ripping up every single zombie's clothing so I can use it for future building material. Now, I will say my memory is a little bit hazy about what resource I need to actually set up the log walls, but if I'm not mistaken, it's gonna be ripped sheets, and if it isn't, I am gonna be in a world of hurt. But it could also be sheet ropes. I'm crossing my fingers it isn't because I plan on ripping up all of the clothing, and if it is, I am gonna be in a world of hurt. But you know what? Instead of just relying on my previous knowledge, how about we go craft up ourselves a couple of stone axes out of our chipped stones and tree branches so I can chop down a couple of trees and see for ourselves. That way I'm not gonna ruin my entire run by ruining over 200 zombie corpses and so many damn ropes. And I think I'll start the deforestation with this small cluster of trees right here. Hell yeah. I also gotta say, we have a lot of good mileage for these stone axes. Even with just the 2, we were able to chop down 4 trees, so that is extremely nice to know. I'm gonna drop off all of my wilderness loot outside on this pile just so I can keep easy inventory on it and see what I actually need, which seems to be more ripped sheets right now. I'll also go inside and grab as many as I can as well. There we are. It looks like we're gonna need both chipped stones and tree branches right now. I'm really regretting creating so many damn spears because we need axes more than anything. I do have a normal civilized axe that I could use, but I don't really want to use it right now. Actually I might. We'll see though, we'll see. For now, let's just focus on building up our first wall to see what resource it actually takes. So we need 4 logs, and a little bit of clothing that I can rip up to see what I need. Okay, we can go into the carpentry menu now and craft up a log wall, which requires 4 logs and 4 ripped sheets. Okay, so it looks like I got the green light to go absolutely ham, ripping up all of the clothing in the area so I can collect it. Our bag is looking pretty clean, so you know exactly what time it is. Oh man, this is gonna take a while. And before I continue any further, I will grab a quick bite to eat and a small little rest. Alright, you know what time it is. It's time to get a bunch of ripped sheets. I hope we have enough space in here, and if I don't, we can also grab an extra hiking bag to carry the stuff around with. Matter of fact, I'll do that right now. Alright, it's time. This is gonna take a while. Alrighty, it's 6:50 p.m. and we already have a fairly heavy load. I say already, but I've been doing this for quite a while, just stripping away all of these dead zombies' clothing. Now, I did stop around halfway through, and that's because I kinda want to double dip, right? I did say that sheet ropes are pretty useless, but I still want to keep them around, especially for log processing, which is something that I will need to do a lot of. So yeah, I want to save the rest of the zombies for that, but I will be doing the exact same thing with just an extra step. Now I will say, we've gotten around, let's see, there's actually quite a few, 300 or so ripped sheets, which should account for 75 log walls or so, which should be more than enough for this. If I don't have enough, we can always lead a horde to our base by shouting, honking our car horn, or doing anything like that. So let's go drop off this massive pile. Not in the yard, because that would congest the area very quickly. Instead, putting everything inside, not the closet, but this bathroom cupboard here. There we are. We actually have around 400 sheets in total, which is pretty huge. Now it's time to go grab some sheet rope. Another thing I'll be doing is searching for any kind of chipped stone on the way, as I do need to create a bunch of axes. The normal stones aren't that helpful, but hey, it's free XP, right? You know what? The more I'm thinking about it, why the heck am I looting and disassembling all of the clothing on the outdoor zombies that are very separated, when I could just go into the quarantine bathroom areas and get it all in one fell swoop? I forget which trailer I used for that, but it's one of these ones up here. And that way I can just speed run it. I mean, look at this right here. This is what, like 20 zombies all in one go. All I need to do is shut the door, make sure we're secure, right click one thing, and craft up 40 sheet ropes just like that. Holy hell, we're not on the micro grinds anymore. We're on the macro grind. Also, that is a huge amount of thread that I'll just be dropping off somewhere else. Anyways, I think that's more than enough sheet rope to get us started. We have a fairly heavy load, we're thirsty, we're tired, and I think we've earned ourselves a nice little rest. Damn, dude, I should have been doing this from the start. Do we still have water, by the way? We do have unlimited water, so I will be filling up my bottles as well and washing our character off that way. I'll see all of you tomorrow, and when I do a new foraging run. Aw, man, I'm not sure if you can hear it in the background, but all I hear is the peaceful morning with the birds chirping and nature taking back over. But it's time for me to search through the trash once again. Chester has survived for around 11 days, killing 258 zombies. And one thing I am scared about right now is the power going out. Oh, by the way, I don't have enough room inside this cupboard here, so I just kind of threw the sheets on the floor, the sheet ropes, sorry, on the floor, which should work for now. At least it's in one room. Don't ask me if it's too cleanly or not, because I can only imagine what kind of juices those damn things are soaking up. All the poop water. But, yeah, things are going pretty good. We still have a bunch of fresh food that I can go ahead and eat, and I can't wait to see what I find on this fine, fine evening. How the corpse is looking. Pretty dead. Good. Now, what do we have inside the trash? We have some leather strips, some more leek, maggots that have been found right next to a dead zombie. I kinda forgot that zombies spawn those things now. Maybe we can use it for bird bait in the future, but I sure as hell am not eating it. Ugh. We got some twigs, fishing tackle, herbs, more tree branches, 1, 2, 3 bozos. Oh man, make it 7 instead. Now I did enable one thing, and that was zombie respawn. Well, I guess I didn't enable it, more so just left it enabled, so that way I can always get resources coming in from the zombies. This is probably the one challenge where I am thankful for that feature, but I will be looking around this field for a little bit, as this is classified as a forest zone, so the chances that we find more food items are gonna be higher, and that's good for me because we haven't been finding a lot of food. None at all, really, so being able to just go across here and find millipedes around and about is a good sign that we are gonna be able to self-sustain a little bit. but we're gonna be back into the trash piles in no time. When I said I appreciate the extra resources the zombies pull in, I didn't mean to come in and swarm me at the very moment. You know, when I said that I appreciate the zombies respawning, I didn't mean it at the moment, but I did grab an extra meat stick off a zombie, so it's worth it. And I will say, the foraging this time around has been pretty lackluster. I found not a lot at all. Matter of fact, let me search into my hiking bag, and that is what we found today. Nothing crazy, nothing insane, but I guess you gotta have a couple of duds in order to hit gold. Yep, that seems to be it. Okay, one last thing I will be doing before I leave, though, is going across every single road in hopes that I find some more chipped stones and tree branches in general. And when I meant searching the roads, I meant finding nothing, because there's nothing on this damn place. Well, that kind of complicates things. I guess I'm just gonna search around the general area. I'll let you know if I find anything else, and once we're done with that, we can end the episode in order to prepare to set up the ultimate log wall. Please let there be something good around here. I kinda deserve it, you know. The more I'm moving around the area, though, the more I'm starting to realize that I already tapped all of the resources dry. Maybe we'll find something in the field? And hey, look at that! We did find our chipped stones, just in a not expected location. And it does look like the same thing that goes with trash goes with stones, as I found both of the stones right next to these rock piles. So maybe I need to snipe out and remember the location of these as well, because it seems like we're gonna get a lot higher of a chance of finding stuff in those than anywhere else. Also, what the hell? Whoa! Hey, we got ourselves an extra eraser and a handbag. Okay, looks like I didn't loot all of the trash zones then. You always find some little trinkets along the way. Anything else that I missed, or is that about it? No, we got an extra chipped stone. An extra chipped stone, and that purse I found earlier. God, why am I finding so many, like, handbags today? Well, we got the tote bag, we also got another handbag if I remember correctly, and now we have an actual handbag with a purse. Man, I guess going over the place twice or even 3 times over is worth it. But it is 4 p.m. I think we've done all we can today, and I think we've earned ourselves a little bit of rest and recuperation. But before that, actually, I want to see how many stone axes we can go and craft up ourselves, which seems to be 8 whole axes. The only limiter we have right now is our tree branches, so hopefully we can find more, and if not, I can also chop down bushes and get them that way, so we're not really worried. Well, I'm not worried. Bada boom, we got an extra 8 stone axes, and if that's not enough, we have a fire axe inside as well. So yeah, next episode is gonna be a building one, surprisingly. The only problem I see is getting enough trees and having to lug them back to our trailer as well, because we can only skirt around the side of the cell, so there's not a lot in terms of that, but that's a problem for future me. Let's go help ourselves to some ice cream and go to sleep. When you see me next time, we are gonna be on, let's see here, day 12. Yeah, we're doing all right for ourselves. We're losing weight. We're about to be gaining some. Nope, never mind. We're still losing. And we are only getting stronger from here on out. I will see all of you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. I will see all of you later. Peace out, everyone.